Okay, I'm still working on these Western Beach piers, but I thought I would give you guys a quick little tour of it. Nice little sign coming in here. And then over here to the left, this is residual fuel being made in these refineries over here. Uh, I got some little meters I put in over here, kind of like meters are supposed to be like meters in my brain, kind of thinking like, okay, these are all full, these are all working good, everything looks great. Um, I put a little sign in here, telling me exactly what they're. That's making 400 residual fuel per minute. Comes down, everything's down below, underneath, all glowy. Uh, and then when you come over here, I got four of these um, fuel buffers here. They're chock full, and then I have the excess bleeding off, so it continues to build or continues to make more. This is my little startup if anything would happen to go wrong. So it's a little startup ready to go. That's 5,000 megawatts over there on the fuel generators. They're all running just fine, perfectly good. Um, then let's see. I got some little lights under here. It's actually not lights, it's signs. Use a little signage here to give us a little glow off of it. Looks really good at night. Right now it's daytime, so it doesn't look great. I mean, it looks okay, but it looks better at night. Got the roads coming in here, and then we got the sign up here. Basically telling us that the piers are open right now. Got a little green, yellow, red stop sign kind of little thing going on. Got my first sign in here telling you what's going on. If you've ever been to a real pier, the curbs stop once you get past the gates, and then of course you're going to watch for trucks, just trying to fill it out, try to make it a little bit more realistic in my brain. Pier 1 right here. Basically, I built this cargo ship, and this holds rubber, and it's basically like these containers here, and the first row of containers here is holding rubber. The rest of them are empty. There's nothing in them. It's just for decoration. The pier lights up at night. When the nighttime comes on, those are on night mode. Down below, there's residual fuel buffers, and then there's also a smart splitter down below to put the excess rubber when it gets done filling up, so that everything will keep running, the power will keep going. Come down here, I'll put some little tracks down for the crane to slide up and down, and it's kind of neat, kind of little thing in my brain telling me that this is the way my mind works. Just try and make it realistic. Got some wheels down here, so it can go up and down the tracks. Load these little containers here. Got the bridge right here in the tower. A little on-off ramp there. Put these little smokestacks in here. I don't know if they look real or not. I was just trying to come up with something. Put a refinery back here. Try to give a little texture. And then over here at Pier 2, it's basically the same thing. Same ship, same pier, same crane, down a little bit further, so it looks like it's a little more realistic, like one's doing one and one's doing the other one. This one down here is plastic though, so it's the first, like I said, it's the first row here, and then the first row in the middle up there that's built in plastic, and then there's a smart splitter down below to handle the overflow. Throw little crates on here, kind of stacked up, kind of wild, kind of look realistic, so that it looks like it's floating around there, or where they're supposed to be, and things like that. Got them all tied off. All the pipes, by the way, all the pipes are under the water, so you can't really see them. So it looks like it's realistically like you wouldn't see any of that in the real world. It'd be like your piers and your ships and things like that. So I was trying to make it look real. Some no parking signs there. These are all the crates. Like they're all empty, but they're like for decoration to like show that they're loading these crates onto the ships. Got a little mini crane here. This one I was really struggling with. I'm not done with that. I got to play with that a little bit more. It looks more like something. Looks like Legos or something. That's not really looking that good. So I got to come up with something on that. Got some little crates here. Some pipe storage here. Then I got my signs. Like anything on any pier in the real world, it's going to be one direction. Traffic's going to flow one direction. Everything's going left. No left turn. Then you go down here, and then you make your left turn here. For all your building components would be like the rubber and the plastic, things like that, and then go forward down. If you go straight, that's going to be your liquid fuels. I'll put these in here just for decoration. but there is oil flowing through them, of course, to get them lit up. There's some trucks down there underneath the little canopy, a couple truck stations. Then you come down here to Pier 3. Over here, there's a couple more refineries. Now these are just regular, making regular fuel here. This is not the residual fuel, but I used these when I was getting it up and running because there wasn't enough refrigerant fuel to kind of get it going. So that was kind of like my booster just to kind of keep things going. I'll probably take that out at some point. I built these little oil storage containers like you would see like at most piers or like an oil yard. There'd be like some tubes there holding the storage tanks holding the oil or the fuel, and so I got 4 of them put in here. There's nothing really in there. It's all just decorations. But anyway, I got some trucks up here that got to be shipped around all over the world, and let me just so like in my world, like realistically, like these trucks are going to be used throughout the build, throughout the world, and they're just sitting here ready to be transported, where they need to go. Another truck station. And I built these cranes here. These cranes right here are for loading and offloading the fuel buffers. I got small ones and big ones. This one's got nothing on it right now. I just made it out of some wire, some cable, and some little, wall mounts. Try and make it look like it's realistic. And then this crane right here, this is another one. It's actually got one on there, and try to look like it's loading it up. But these come in and out, like you would load just like on a regular fuel tanker. Instead of like pumping it in and out like you would do, these are just like in my brain, like you're setting them in there, pulling them out, things like that. Try to make it look realistic like a real oil tanker. Got your little ladder coming up here to get into it, and yeah, so let's see right here. This is the same thing. These ships are almost identical. The only difference is those two over there are for for the plastic and rubber, so it's more like a cargo ship, and this right here is more like an oil tanker. And then if you come out here, once again the pipes are under the water, so you can't really see them. And then here's the like an offshore oil rig kind of deal, this is making 400 plastic per minute. Oil's coming in, obviously making plastic. You end up with the residual fuel. Now I turn that residual fuel, residual oil into making it into residual fuel over there. Trying to make it realistic or whatnot, but it comes down here, kind of a little design here, I had a little different going up like at the angle there. You can see everything's moving. These are Mark IV belts, a little faster than what I really need for what I got going on here, but I just kind of put them on here. Put some like extra pipes stacked up, I got like some cargo crates here, like if you were like really working on here, there'd be some cargo crates and some different things stacked around. I'm just trying to make it look realistic if I can. And then this is the other one over here. Now this one here is for the rubber, and same thing, 400 rubber per minute. You get a little extra residual fuel. I had to build these buffers in here because I kept locking up, and this seemed to fix it for the minute. But it should be all balanced out. I had it all balanced out, but until it all mellows out, it don't really behave properly. But it's all working good now. Throw a little lights on here at night. This all lights up. Looks pretty good. And then there's some piping and some belts. All that goes underwater, so you can't really see it at night. It pops at night because you can't see none of that, and it looks to my opinion more like a real pier with the ships coming in and out and loading and unloading of the product and whatnot. And once again, they got the little mooring lines here, so it's all tied off. There's the ships again, and come back down here on this other side. But let me know what you think. A little something I put together here. I do have a little bit of time in this. I think I got about 3 or 4 days in it. I don't know how many hours exactly, but I play for a couple hours every day. I try to anyway. But like I said, there's 5,000 megawatts of power there, and a little startup in case it shuts down. We'll startup power just to get things running again. And then there's those little meters again, and try to make it kind of color coordinate it to the purple, purple residue, and then the yellow to the fuel. So and that's the road. I ain't done obviously, so I got a lot more to do. And so that's some cool that over there is a coal generators, and I'm gonna turn that into like a waterfall power plant. I did that in my last build, and it looked pretty good. You can see some really big buildings over there in the distance. I'm gonna give you a tour of those too at some point. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. This is, like I said, this is just my little pier. Um, it with for plastic and rubber, really. It's just plastic and rubber, and then taking the residual fuel oil and turning it into fuel for some power plant. Just throw that little extra 5,000 megawatts online instead of throwing it down the sink. So anyway, that's the video. Let me know what y'all think, and please like, subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. It's only my second video, just trying to get going.